Hello everyone. Again we are here with a new topic, or you can say with a new chapter actually, that is a continuation of the previous chapter, that is what principle of inheritance and variation. So your previous chapter was the principle of inheritance and variation, and today we are going to start another important chapter related to the previous one, that is what molecular basis of inheritance. So children, what happened actually when Mendel was proposed his laws and other derivation, or you can say the other scientists also, those who are concerned with the Mendel experiment, they were not agree somewhere, and they were deviated. Some of the experiment were deviated from the Mendel's law also. So when the Mendel actually proposed that time, he just told us about the factors is the basic unit that passes that take information from parents to the offspring. That you know all of you very well. But actually is that gradually with the discovery of all the cell structure, we got to know that is actually what there is a structure that we call as a nucleus. Inside the nucleus there is a chromosomes, and actually in that chromosomes there is something present, and that is responsible for the passing of character from the one generation to the next generation. So this chapter is actually concerned with that topic only. Molecular basis of inheritance means what is the actual thing or actual chemical or actual substance present in the cell that is responsible for transforming the characters from one generation to the next generation. So when this was going on, this discussion was going on during that time, number of things came in picture actually. Due to the discovery of cell structure, there was three things came in picture. That if we talk about the cell is having what? Cell is having inside the cell there is a nucleus. In the nucleus there is a chromosomes. In the chromosomes there is a DNA, right? And in the DNA there is what? There are the genes. Along with that, DNA is having a protein also. Sorry, chromosome is made up of DNA plus protein also. So all the things are present where? In the nucleus. So what we know that time, or that time the person was saying something is present in the nucleus, and that is passing the character from one to the next generation. But they were not aware actually what is actually having that characteristic to pass the information from parents to the offspring. So again there was a great discussion going on about that actual thing that is responsible for the inheritance of the character. So that is known as a molecular basis of inheritance. So today again just there is an introduction of this chapter, what we are going to study in this chapter. So first thing that we will study in this chapter, what is the actual genetic material that is responsible for passing the character, right? If you see the structure, if you got this what I was saying, so by that you will get to know if there is a cell, in the cell there is a nucleus, right? And if I am considering this cell is as a one of the gamete, right? So one of the gamete, if I am considering it, so inside this gamete there is a nucleus, and in the nucleus all the things are there. Means overall this thing is present in the nucleus, right? So it means this is the part that is responsible. Now there was a discussion, means which part is actually responsible. Gradually with the discovery of the nucleus structure, we got to know some of the organism is having a DNA in the chromosome, some of is having a RNA is also as a part of a chromosomes, and some of them is just having a protein also. So inside the nucleus there is a three things present. First is what? First is the, you can say, DNA. Second one is the RNA, and third one is a protein, right? Now point is this, among these three, which one is more important and which one is actually suitable for the passing characters from one generation to the next generation, or which is going to be following all the criteria that is important for the genetic material, you can say. So there was a discussion going on between DNA, RNA and protein, which one is the good genetic material, right? So in this chapter what we will discuss about this one also, whether DNA, RNA or protein, among these three, which one is a genetic material. Right. After that, what we will get to know? We will get to know in this chapter why DNA is a most suitable genetic material, good genetic material. Right. So that is the second thing that we will get to know in this chapter. After that, what is there? If we know that okay, DNA is a genetic material, now you know very well DNA is present where? DNA is present in the cell, nucleus. So it means this DNA will remain in the nucleus. It will pass its information in the form of something. So it means again we will discuss about the passing of information from DNA in the form of something. So it means that time there is a participation of a RNA. So RNA behave as a catalyst, RNA behave as a converter, RNA behave as an adapter, and RNA behave as some organism as a genetic material also, right? So that also we will discuss about the RNA. How RNA behave as a genetic material, as an adapter, because gradually you will get to know in this chapter there are the three types of RNA. Then there is a converter also, right? So these are the important things that we will get to know in this chapter. After that, when DNA is copying its information in the RNA, so there is a one process actually that we will discuss in this chapter, that is what? Transcription, right? So that is again very important thing, copying of information from DNA into the RNA. That process is transcription. Now transcription in prokaryote is different and transcription is in eukaryote is again different. As you know very well, if you talk about the prokaryote and eukaryotic, the cell structure is entirely different. So transcription process is also again different in both type of organism, that we will discuss in this chapter. And after that, what is there? When there is a information is passing from DNA to RNA, it means there is a need. So information is actually passing how? Because you know very well DNA is having a base pair, right? That base pair is a nucleotide. RNA is also having a base pair. I am very much sure that all of you are aware with the structure of DNA and RNA. And again in this chapter also little bit we will get to know, again there is a refreshing of that DNA structure. But from your 11th standard, I am very much sure all of you are aware with the structure of RNA and DNA. And by that I am saying DNA is what? They are having a base pair, right? And that base pair is actually a nucleotide. Nucleotide is attached by the peptide phosphodiester bond also. So now what is there when we talk about this transcription? Now they RNA and DNA, if this is the DNA is having this base pair, and RNA you know very well single standard genetic material. So it is copying information. Actually what is passing information? This base pair means this base pair is actually what? They are basically a gene, right? And this gene passing character or passing information in where? Into the RNA, right? But actually what is reading over here? This base pairs are read by something. So that is, for that there is a need of information. We should know something that we call as a genetic code, right? So that we will study in this chapter. What is genetic code, how we will study, and how this genetic code, when we are studying that there is a sequence of base pair, and that base pair is responsible for a different type of amino acid, and that amino acid join together by a peptide bond and make what? Make the protein. So that we will study in this genetic code. Now you know very well, and I have told you number of times, whenever the genes are express its phenotype, they express in the form of protein. All the phenotypes actually in the body, it's showing by, or it's done by a protein. So it means ultimately whatever information is coming from DNA to RNA, and RNA read that genetic code and make the protein. So that making of protein by reading the RNA sequence, again there is a one process. That process is known as translation. That we will study in this chapter. What is translation, right? And after that, a very important thing is there, that is a Human Genome Project. So what is Human Genome Project, that we will study in this chapter. So this is overall introduction of the chapter. What we will study in this chapter, we will study DNA versus RNA versus protein, whether which one is a good and important and the most suitable genetic material, why it is suitable genetic material, what are the criteria for any of them being a genetic material. After that we will get to know what is the structure of DNA, why it is DNA is more suitable, then we will study. Then RNA structure, how it is behaving, then process of transcription, genetic code translation, and Human Genome Project. So these are the things that we will discuss in this chapter. So here we start with the first thing. What is that? That is a DNA and the RNA word. When we talk about the DNA and RNA word, now you know very well DNA in some of the organism, DNA, RNA word. Some of the organism is having the DNA as a genetic material and some of them is having a RNA as a genetic material. Now point is this, how many criteria or you can say characteristics are there for any chemical, for any substance to being as a genetic material. So first thing for genetic material should be what? They are able to replicate. Means they are able to replicate, means they are able to divide, they are able to copying the information. So that is the first thing that should be present in a genetic material. Second point is what? They should be chemically and structurally stable. The structure and chemical nature of that genetic material should be stable. Right, now in the coming module what we will discuss, whether which one is more as a replicate, which one is chemically and structurally more stable. Then we get to know, okay, DNA being a double standard is more stable, RNA is being a single standard less stable. That we will get to know in the coming video. Again, if there is a replication, there is a, so they should be able to show slow variation. Right, variation is important for the evolution. Right, so that is also one of the important thing that is required for what? For the genetic material. Right, if evolution is not there, means same kind of species will characters will pass from species to species. So it means they are not able to show any differences. So for that, genetic material should be what? If they are not stable and if they are not chemically and structurally stable, then what will happen? They are not able to show the variation very slowly. All of a sudden maybe variation will come out, that we call as a mutation. That is not good for the formation of a new species. So that is one of the important criteria for a genetic material. Now fourth one is what? They should express to, or you can say they should express themselves by a Mendelian inheritance also. It means they should follow the Mendelian inheritance. They should follow Mendelian inheritance, means whatever Mendel experiment shows us, or whatever is the laws that was given by the Mendel, so that genetic material must follow that. Right, so that is the fourth criteria for the genetic material. Right, so this was the four things that is required for genetic material being a genetic material. So this we will study, and we will discard among RNA, DNA and protein one by one by different points. Why we are not considering protein as a genetic material, why we are not following RNA as a genetic material, why we are saying DNA is the best genetic material or good genetic material, that we will discuss in the coming modules. So I hope whatever I have told you today, that is you will get to know very easily what we are going to study in this chapter. Actually, that I have told you today only. This is just an introduction of this chapter, and next time when we will meet in a video, that time we will start with the DNA and how there was a DNA that proved as a genetic material. Thank you.